was worried that like we were going to focus on this family, and it was going to be like,
welcome everyone, welcome Twitch front page, welcome to the Oregon Trail RPG game. It's going down. You hear the claps, that means it's going down. I am Jim Stewart Allen. You can also call me JSA. If you would like, you can do that. I will accept it. I am your humble yet also super awesome TM. That stands for Trail Master. I'm going to be taking you on this journey on the Oregon Trail. Welcome to Hyper RPG, though. This is a hyperactive, interactive, community-driven Twitch channel based off of your interactions. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All you new people from the Twitch front page, you're in for a real treat. This is going to be fun. If you like Oregon Trail, get ready for some dysentery, because it's probably going to go down. That's probably not a great way to entice people in here. Hey guys, come on in and watch. You're going to get dysentery. We have a few. Let's introduce the cast first. Let's introduce the people in the wagon. I'm your TM, Jim Stewart Allen, or JSA. Yeah, let's start with you, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sara Greiger, but y'all can call me Bernadette Beauregard of the Georgia Beauregards.
Nice.
You can also call me Bernie.
Nice. Well, nice to meet you, Bernie. And what's your class? What's your character type?
I'm a gambler.
Ooh, all right. Well, you're very excited to say you gamble a lot. That's cool.
I'm so good at it.
I'm so good at gambling. The odds are always in my favor.
You know. Totally, Jim.
That's your catchphrase. The odds are always in my favor.
That and feel the burn.
And then Floyd Mayweather wins. That's what happens. All right, what's your name? Yeah.
Hey, it's me, Peace and Hope. And today I am going to be Theodore Ruxpin, educator, influencer, teacher, possible werebear.
Wow. Dude, I hope your business card says that.
My business card says education mercenary.
No, what?
Yeah. When I was teaching kids, it just said that, and then they told me to stop printing them. Hey, but I'm teaching again.
There you go. There you go.
This is my video LinkedIn profile. Hey, what's up?
Hire me, y'all. All right. Let's go with you.
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm playing Doc Johnson, and I can't wait to cure what ails you.
This is cool. I'm excited. All right, cool. And you're a doctor, I assume.
That's what the papers say.
That's what the papers say. But you're so much more.
I didn't print them somewhere.
All right, finally, Sally. How are you? Oh my God, I feel like I know you from somewhere.
No.
Did we do a show together back in the day? I think we did.
I think you're confusing me with doing a show with Kason. We kicked ass.
Oh yeah, Trivia House.
Joss Whedon.
Oh snaps.
Garbage people.
I'm sorry. I guess I feel like we should introduce ourselves then. Hello. Your name was him?
Yeah. It's actually pronounced Jim.
Jim. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Jim?
It's fine. It's fine. We're live on Twitch, but it's fine. I'm gonna pretend it's fine.
My name is Ulslopgrit. Call me Ulslopgrit. My mother calls me Sally, and I am playing Katrina.
Well, how you doing, Katrina?
Who is an anthropomorphic oxen.
Nice. Are you fully formed yet?
She worked really hard to get there. She and all her friends did, so I feel like she's got to keep doing that.
Cool.
But these days, she's a huntress.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
Yeah. It's really nice to meet you, Kim.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey, it's cool. All right, so that's our cast, guys. And they're all traveling on the trail. And so I guess I should probably tell you guys about the donation goals, all that good stuff, because you guys can control what's going on the trail. You at home in chat, yeah, you can control. That's what's cool about this channel. You get the power. So for $20, there is a trail ration. And for a trail ration, I randomly decide who gets a +1 on a random skill or ability. So that's a trail ration. I'll randomly decide. I'll be like, ooh, Sarah, you get +1 literacy. Nice. And then all of a sudden, Sarah's like, I can read a little better now. It's really cool. For $50, it is a lift spirits. So for $50, a player of my choice, I get to pick, they will have to do something fun. They'll have to perform something fun for the group. And if they succeed, you guys are awarded 3 morale points. There you go. There you go. And you want that morale. You don't want to know what goes down when there's low morale on Oregon Trail, especially Oregon Trail 2. You could get fired. It's not fun. For $75, everyone's watching from the front page like, what the hell am I watching right now? Don't worry, just keep watching. It'll get great. For $75, there's a trail tragedy. That means randomly someone from this humble but great group of people will get something bad happening to them. That might be dysentery. That might be a snake bite. That might be typhoid fever.
Oh, that's the worst one.
That might be cholera.
No.
That might be exhaustion.
What?
Okay, I can deal with that.
I'm tired of
I can deal with that.
I'm tired, guys. Exhaustion is the worst. No one takes it seriously. So that's for $75. Oh, and one random skill or ability is there's -2 on that, so I'll pick that. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, oh no, Sarah, now you can't read as well. Or oh no, now you can't general knowledge. There's a general knowledge one. Now you just know less generally.
Now I can't general knowledge? What do you mean you can't general knowledge?
Is it like... Is it private knowledge now? Is it like...
I don't know, but just generally, you just all of a sudden you're there and then you're like, generally I know less than I did. What just happened? And I'll be like, well, someone paid $75 for a trail tragedy. You got dysentery and now you know less general knowledge. And you'll be like,
It all fell out.
It all makes sense on the trail. This is the craziest one. For $200. For $200, you get an override.
What?
That means if you donate $200, you can just whatever that is appropriate.
That
but
means
whatever
that,
you would like, we have to follow it.
They could turn other cast members into anthropomorphic oxen.
They could turn all of you into oxen, and I would have to go, well, that's what's going down right now.
Just to clarify these rules, if I do turn into an oxen on a full moon, will I turn into
Where ox?
a bear oxen? A boxen? I'll be a boxen.
Oh my god!
Okay, so everyone watching, if we turn anyone into were oxen, it's not a were oxen. For you, it's a boxen.
A boxen.
Yes.
Can we take breaks to graze?
What?
Can we take grazing breaks?
Yeah, heck yeah, you can. Anything goes. You're an ox. The world is your oyster.
That's how we solve this problem. We sell our food, become ox. Just eat grass. We won.
Hey, you're not in Oregon. I'm grazing right now. I won.
We're good.
Hey, as an oxen, I say nay to that. Even though that's not the sound of oxen.
I was about to call you out on that, and then you did it yourself.
I just wanted to do a quick horse pun. Get it out of my system.
Yeah, go for it.
Continue.
Go for it.
That was it.
That was
just a bit of horseplay.
Hey,
So it's all ox from here on out.
Man, those jokes were a complete nightmare. I hope you had enough.
Mare is a horse.
My Philly.
Oh, Philly, that's pretty good.
Hey, I didn't think those were great. There was the hay part that was
That's a part. So there's also some bigger goals in this whole thing.
We got a thingy.
$5 towards hashtag Trail Tragedy. Fingers crossed for someone getting the AU less than hash.
All right, so we're 1/3 of the way to dysentery, folks.
We haven't even like started.
That sounds like a threat. If I ever have kids and they're acting up, I'm gonna be like, "Sir, you are 1/3 of the way to dysentery. You better shape up." And they'll be like, "What does that mean?"
It's really scary if you say it in the friend computer voice, though. Kids, you are 1/3 of the way from dysentery.
It's the future.
Will you marry friend computer and have friend kids?
Friend kids. These are my friend kids.
That sounds like a sitcom.
They look
I'm
very
your principal. I'm your principal.
friend kids. For $500 total, a stampede of rattlesnakes will just occur.
Hell yeah.
So once $500 hits, I have to contractually, based on what this paper says, hit you guys with a stampede of rattlesnakes. For $1,000, if we hit $1,000, a monsoon of prairie dogs will appear.
All this out.
Don't worry, it'll happen. You'll know. You'll know what to do when it happens. For $1,500, everyone gets dysentery, including me. I have dysentery, and I can't do a very good job of TMing when I have dysentery. So I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, I will do my best. For $2,000,
As our trail members board their coach, they notice a small scrap of paper with a dire warning against those who dare to start on this trail. The letter is signed to the Ox Mafia. Now, here's another $25 towards hashtag Trail Tragedy.
Oh shit, 2/3 of the way there. The Oxen Mafia has already shown up. But if we get to $2,000, the Oxen Mafia will show up in person. And we'll have to figure out what the hell we're gonna do about it.
Maybe they're already here.
They're here in our hearts, but are they gonna be here in our viewpoints? That's the profound shit coming out of my mouth, right?
I love it.
So those are the donation goals. Anything else? I think I got everything down. Are you guys ready to start the trail? Cool.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Boy, howdy.
Okay, good. Are you guys at home? Whoa. I'm making this all interactive now. Are you guys at home ready to start the trail? And then we get a Blue's Clues like, yeah! You know how like the kids are like talking in the blues? All right, so we're gonna start.
All right.
We're gonna start the trail right now. You guys have just left Independence, Missouri. You are on your way on the Oregon Trail. But in Independence, not Sarah, because her name...
Bernadette Beauregard.
I am so sorry, Bernie. That will never happen again.
It's all right.
Bernie's grandmother, lovely grandmother, right before they left, said, "Take this grandfather clock with you to Oregon to civilize the West." And then handed over this huge monstrosity of a grandfather clock. And then Doc Johnson whispered, "Shit, we're gonna have to get another wagon for this bullshit." And so, you guys got another wagon. a small farm wagon, piled it up with oxen, and went out with 2 wagons. Now everyone was watching as these 2 wagons came out of town. They're like, why do they have 2 wagons? Yeah, they're hauling a grandfather clock. The first night out on the trail, you wake up and this wagon is gone. The grandfather clock has gone missing. And oh my gosh, Bernie, as you wake up to figure out that this wagon is gone with this grandfather clock, you can hear your grandmother right now going, why would you be so irresponsible? And you start crying. You have to get this grandfather clock back. You have to find this grandfather clock. If you can't, Bernie can't emotionally make it to Oregon. And what's a trip to Oregon without Bernie's emotions?
Morality. We just talked about.
I almost cried just there.
I told you.
That's how sad it is.
You don't listen to me.
Why kick me when I'm down? Seriously.
Let's be civil here. It was a burden. However, we do understand that there was a sentimental connection to it, which I believe is just as important as food and firearms and other supplies we need.
And dare I say, the only thing more important than that, and then I gently hoof at the ground, it's friendship.
I grab 2 of my friend's hands and gently nod to encourage the 3rd hand to be grabbed.
And I hoof gently at your
I
cheek.
just put lotion on my hands, so I have to.
I'll stand in for her hand too.
And you all come together in a friendly embrace, except for Doc Johnson, but it's mutually accepted that she just put lotion on, and it costs a lot at the general store to get that kind of lotion, right? Because Bed Bath & Beyond doesn't exist on the Oregon Trail, so you gotta really search for that shit. So they respect that. They're not gonna make you go in for this embrace, but you're emotionally a part of this embrace.
Expensive to get the supplies, but I made it all myself. It cures your wrinkles and your cracks and your cuticles if you ever need some.
What's in it?
Human feces.
Oh.
Cat food. Ground up dog bones.
Oh.
And putrid spittoon, the maple syrup. Yeah. It makes your hands nice and smooth.
Override when it's donated to selling to do with its will but at a time
All right. So, if you're just joining us, we have our first override, and it hasn't popped off yet. But as you can see by the hoof rubbing,
This is now Mass Effect.
all of a sudden, as your
Reapers appear.
as you're in this warm friendship embrace, you see Katrina kind of pull away and go. And look up, and you go, what? Why is she looking like she has the power right now? What's going on here? So you're a little suspicious, but you keep the embrace. So,
Friendship. Don't worry, it's all about friendship still. For now.
Katrina is hiding the fact that she has the power.
Has a secret.
Will it just whistle because it's going right through
And she hums.
I can't whistle, but if someone else can.
This is the international oxen sign for quiet. It's beautiful.
Well, that's really all we can do. We put our hooves in.
I know, that's why it's the international symbol, Katrina. Okay, so.
Sorry.
Oh no! Now I feel bad for being. I'm sorry, Katrina. You're very powerful, and I should show you more respect. So, unbeknownst to you guys, Katrina has a secret power in store. Possibly for now, possibly for later. But the first override has just happened. Right off the bat. So, get ready for some crazy shit, guys, because if I know Katrina, and I do, she's up to some crazy shit. So, as you guys go in for your embrace, you realize you have to keep going, and that maybe as you plod along the way, this information will open up about this horrible missing grandfather clock. You reach New Santa Fe. It's a small city kind of in the east, right next to Independence, Missouri. And you get there, and you realize as a frontiersman comes up to you, you realize this is the clockmaker. This frontiersman comes up, and he's wearing like this weird kind of frontiersman outfit, but there's like a giant clock patch on it. And he comes up to you and he goes, "You got your old grandma's grandfather clock. I've been mighty eager to see this beauty. Your grandmother told me all about you guys coming on in and showing me this thing so I can tune it up so that we can civilize the West, because you know, there are 0 grandfather clocks in the West."
Yeah, this is...
And James K. Polk told me personally, he said, "We need to symbolize prosperity in the West." And luckily your grandmother came forward, and she gave you guys a mighty trusty, I mean, one of them's an ox.
Hey y'all, let's hope. I just wanted to warn y'all there's a herd of orange tabbies over yonder. Trying to summon Cthulhu into our world. Now y'all can join the cult if you want. Just you can go find the tree climbing buffalo we invited #override.
Wait, is this another override?
Remember the orange tabby poop river?
Oh shit!
Time? Yeah.
The orange
tabby poop river, yeah.
Oh yeah! We do a lot of stuff on this channel, guys, and one of the things we did was an orange tabby poop river.
Well, the orange tabby, that was a separate.
So you do know each other.
It was Talon. No, I was someone else that time. I was a doctor, not a
She was a doctor. See, story checks out.
Connor, Talon. He got dysentery during the cat storm.
Oh, that's true. This is crazy right now.
Did the cats all get dysentery? That's why there was a poop river?
No, thank goodness. No, the cats were fine. The cats did great. But Connor, not so much.
So is this too? I'm trying to understand what just went down with this donation. Is this another override?
I'll play it again.
Thank you, God. Oh my God.
Hey y'all, let's hope. I just wanted to warn y'all there's a herd of orange tabbies over yonder. Trying to summon Cthulhu into our world. Now y'all can join the cult if you want. Just you can go find the tree climbing buffalo we invited #override.
All right.
If I recall correctly, Jezza is friend computer for Jezza.
Hey y'all, let's hope. I just wanted to warn y'all there's a herd of orange tabbies over yonder. Trying to summon Cthulhu into our world. Now y'all can join the cult if you want. Just you can go find the tree climbing buffalo we invited #override.
Okay, so this is indeed an override right now. And you know what? You know what? Bernie just raised her hand, but right as Bernie raised her hand, all of a sudden, a sea of orange comes out. And Bernie looks and goes, "Is that buffalo?" And Katrina goes, "Oh no, those ain't no buffalo. Those are a herd of tabby cats."
I can't. Oh, it's so please. No, I've seen these before.
what do we do exactly? This is completely unorthodox. I fix my glasses.
I have Band-Aids that I made from paper the other day in case we get cat scratches. Don't worry.
All of a sudden, the cat comes up and goes, "Wow!" and then scratches you right across the arm. And all of a sudden, the frontiersman clockmaker goes, "Now that's a scratch!" and laughs a little too long.
Well, don't you worry. Stings a little bit. Fuck.
Shouldn't we get inside or to high ground?
The best way to cure this is for an ox to lick it. To lick the cut, and it'll heal immediately. I know,
right.
I just met you, and I understand this is a little awkward, but
all right, so
I spent a wee bit of time as a doctor myself, and I understand.
It's what we.
So what skills would you like to use to? Are you gonna try to persuade, or do you want to lick her cat wound right now?
I'll lick her cat wound.
That's very nice of you, Katrina. Yeah. You're taking one for the team right now. All right, so you're gonna roll your fitness, or let's see. No, let's do. What do I want to do? Oh, medicine. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna have Katrina. Katrina's going to be licking your cat wound. So Katrina is going to be using her, let's see. Let's do athletics and fitness. Let's see how good this lick is. Athletics and fitness, that's a 9. If you roll before a 9, it might just work.
Wait, below a 9?
Below a 9.
I have plenty of confidence.
So I have fitness for, remind me real quick. I have fitness for athletics 5, so...
Just roll and give me that number.
I've seen it before. We are going to be fine. It is gonna happen. 6.
Ooh, so... You get your tongue out, and you lick that wound.
Awful. That was not even on purpose. I caught it.
And like magic, your wound literally melts away. It's not even like one of those things where it's like, yeah, just wait like a few hours and it'll slow. It's like literally the tongue goes onto the arm, and then I know this sounds gross, but it's actually beautiful, guys. It's actually beautiful. So the wound just goes away. All of a sudden, another tabby cat comes over and swipes you, Theodore. Right on the arm again. Their arms swiping tabbies. The clocketeer. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Thank you for saving me there. Theodore, thank you so much. The clocketeer goes, "These are arm swiping cats." Apparently in this neck of the woods, there is a huge problem with arm swiping tabbies. And they swipe your arm. And Bernie laughs at this whole situation, but it's kind of uncalled for. Like, this is kind of serious, but Bernie's kind of having fun with the situation.
Can I grab one of them by the scruff?
You sure
Not
can.
to injure it, just to hold.
Just to hold it?
Just to grab it, just in like a
All
dominant way.
right. So, I'm going to do a fitness and let's see. Let's see. Theodore Ruxpin. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a fitness and a performance.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yes. So, 6 or less. Let's see.
I call this one the cat burglar. Oh, no. That's a 7.
The cat burglar does not work at all. It almost appears as if he didn't even know this move. He just said some shit and tried to pick up a cat, and the tabby looks at him as if to say, "Are you serious right now, dude? That's what you got? That's the move?" And swipes his other arm.
I go over Katrina.
Now, I don't know with certainty. Are you a full-blooded human? Because I'm not sure if the ox's lick will work.
Wait, what have you heard? Wait, what? Is this something we should be worried about?
Absurd. What
I'm just
allegations are these? Full-blooded here. Of course I am.
We have plenty of people coming in through my doors who are all kinds of something and something. So I make sure every single person is full-blooded human when I go up and ask them.
Why wouldn't
Well, then
someone
if you
be...
are, you'll be fine. I don't know. So you'll be fine. She'll lick you and be fine.
Personally, as someone of the animal persuasion, I would love to stand up and reason with this herd of kitty cats in a way that they can understand as fellow animals. But it would really help if anyone else would come and join me if they had any other skills with speaking to animals.
I don't have much speaking to animals, but I do have a lot of street cred as a great gambler, so I'll go along. I get a lot of respect.
Stand on my back, and mayhaps we meet with my animal prowess.
So I'm gonna have you roll a gambling right now. So just roll your dice. I'll tell you if it works.
Ooh, got a 10.
A 10? You say, "May the odds be in your favor." And then you just hear kind of crickets and then sounds of still cats. Like you thought something was gonna happen, but it just didn't happen. So you're just basically sitting atop Katrina going, "May the odds be in your favor."
What if I give her like a gentle, like, okay, no more, and then after, and then I'm just like, nothing personal, and then I try to reason with the cats.
Katrina, she tries to make it as unawkward as possible, but it's pretty awkward, this scene of just like, yeah, and slowly, Bernie slumps off your back and back onto the ground and goes, "Dang it! That usually works! Dang it!"
Just for the cat.
So, you guys are still friends, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Meanwhile, he's bleeding over there. We need to.
As this awkward situation erupts, as this awkward situation is happening, Theodore walks back into frame, making it more awkward and going, "Hi? Hello?"
I can do
stretch my long oxen tongue.
Whoa!
Give it a quick.
Tauros, learn lick.
All right, so
use lick?
No.
I feel like that's not an option.
let's roll.
Lickatron doesn't learn lick.
Slather that speech
Tauros.
And was it very effective?
Your rationale for this is, well, Tauros uses lick, and everyone looks at you like, "Who's Tauros?" And then, but randomly that Clocketeer comes and goes, "Nice Pokemon," and then high fives you.
Yeah.
So I need you to roll your dice.
Was it super effective?
I mean, if you do use the override, can we have Pokemon?
It was 7, so.
So
that make it not very effective?
your long tongue reaches out and licks both of his arms, and the wound disappears like that. And the Clocketeer.
Trail rations for all. #Frozen.
Yay! All of a sudden, as your wounds disappear, the Clocketeer goes, "Well, in fact, that ain't the darndest thing I've ever seen!" and then starts pouring sippy cups. You don't even know how he found these sippy cups. You don't even know what sippy cups are, but he's pouring a gallon jug of whiskey, 22 cents in Independence, Missouri, by the way, into these sippy cups, and he gives them to all of you. And as this herd of tabby cats is going by, you all sip these, and life becomes a little better for a minute. And you each feel, I'm gonna each give you a +1 actually right now on one of your skills. Katrina! You sip that magical whiskey drink that the clocketeer gives you, and all of a sudden, your ox hooves that you used to shush people earlier get a little bit stronger, and you add +1 athletics to your skill set. Theodore!
Yes.
You take a sip of that magic 22 cents gallon jug of whiskey, available at Independence, Missouri on Oregon Trail 2. Don't you forget it. And all of a sudden, you feel a little more jingly. You feel a little more jangly.
Made of bells.
And all of a sudden, your music skills go up by 1.
Oh, this is quite wonderful.
So useful. Doc.
Now, do you mind if I pocket a little bit of this whiskey? It's great for cleaning up them wounds later.
Ooh, okay. I'll let you do that. Would you like to do that instead of gaining 1 skill?
I would very much like to do that.
All right. I will keep that in mind. You know what? Since I'm such a good TM, I'm going to write down has 1 whiskey ration. Is everyone taking notes at home? This is how to be a good TM. You write stuff down, guys. Wow. All right, so you have 1 whiskey ration. I will remember that for later.
I want to help.
I want to drink all my whiskey.
Oh shoot, wait, I did that wrong. Wait, 1 second. 1 second! Okay. So, Katrina.
Oh no, are you gonna take my athletics away?
No, I'm giving you one that really made it sound like I want, like, Sally, you drink the whiskey and you just get really depressed and on an emotional roller coaster like I did when I was 23. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna
being athletic.
Oh, are we doing? Oh,
we're at that.
We're at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
and don't forget to take it off.
Okay.
Thank you, God.
Okay. That was God, everyone. So let's see here. Katrina, you drink that magical cup of whiskey, and all of a sudden, you feel your dagger on your belt, and you raise it up.
Like a Wiimote in Skyward Sword.
Like a Wiimote? Did you say Wiimote?
In Skyward Sword.
You say, like a Wiimote! And the clocketeer turns to Theodore and goes, what the fuck is she talking about?
It's not Pokemon, I have no idea.
I only get Pokemon references.
Same here.
I only get references from 1997. None of this. This sounds like some 2005 bullshit.
2005?
As all these tabby cats are running across, as people are sipping sippy cup
I'm still jingling whiskeys.
You go, huh? And then the clocketeer whispers, kind of like Tim Allen on Home Improvement. This clocketeer strangely knows a lot about the 90s.
On the clocketeer's chest, I'm going to assume there's a clock. What date does it have on his chest? Is this
Probably 2017, because Tim Allen just kept doing that anyway.
Okay. But now it's 2 infinity
kept making that noise.
The clocketeer has, it's literally a Flava Flav clock.
I inquire of the clocketeer, pardon, sir, how how did you come about all this knowledge of the future times?
Well, I just think the 90s are going to be cool, and I'm just making some various predictions.
But your predictions are very accurate.
How do you know?
Oh.
And he gets very defensive all of a sudden.
What kind of dreams are you having?
Relevant of catnip, that large herd of cats. I bet having all those cats high and clawing at everything and at the same time would just be the love.
Wait, play that again.
Trail ration.
It's a trail ration. Okay, so we have two more to give out right now. So I gotta give out Katrina her ration of knife fighting skills, and then I am going to give.
So do I take off the +1 for athletics, or keep it and then add 1 to knife fighting, or just the 1 for
just
knife
1 to knife fighting?
Okay.
Yep, you have those.
Take away my athletics?
No, I didn't take away any athletics. I just gave you knife fighting. All of a sudden, some weird guy with an Oregon Trail hat from the future comes in and goes, no athletics, just knife fighting. Don't worry, I'm on your team. And then he pops back out.
Well, he was from the future.
Definitely.
That's the future.
Definitely.
The last trail ration, all of a sudden, the Clocketeer, seeing that Theodore likes these references so much, opens up the sippy cup, pours another little part in, and goes, 22 cents at Independence, Missouri. Don't you forget Oregon Trail 2.
That'd be cents.
And all of a sudden... What's that?
You realize I was speaking the British accent this entire time. Like, why am I British?
Gently.
It's a Hugh Grant. Sorry.
Yeah, it's very Notting Hill.
Well, it makes sense that you're speaking in a British accent, because all of a sudden you feel your general knowledge go up. And we all know that if you speak in a British accent, you generally sound like you know a little more. So, I'm going to add a +1. All of a sudden, everyone finishes their sippy cups of whiskey, and you see, out of your periphery, another stampede coming of snakes. Rattlesnakes! Everyone, to the top of the bar! Rattlesnakes mesh with the tabby cats, and it's just a shit show. It's just, there's tabby cats, and you think at first, like, oh, the tabby cats are gonna fight with the rattlesnakes, and we'll just leave. But the tabby cats and the rattlesnakes get together, and they kind of feel like, animal uprising, yes! The rattlesnakes are shaking their rattles like they do. You know how they do. They got them characteristics like that. And then the tabby cats are just being orange like they do. You know how that goes. And it's just a mess. And everyone's looking at this and going, how the hell did this happen? We were just trying to go to Oregon and get this grandfather clock back, and now we got tabby cats and snakes getting together and becoming a huge stampede.
Admittedly, I feel very guilty right now as the hunter of this party, especially a hunter with knife skills. I'm sure all eyes are looking to me, but I cannot, in good conscience, knife at this group out of worry of hitting the kitty cats, because my character has no dexterity to find, only knife skills, and I'm really worried about hitting those kitty cats, so I'm going to leave this one up to everyone else for a bit.
Let's all go into a space. Let's all go into a barn or something, and then talk.
I got my clock shop right over yonder.
Let's go in there now.
Let's group up and figure out in the clock shop. Do you have, like, mayhaps planks we can cover the doors with? Because snakes are notorious for their opening skins.
I just kind of invited you into my clock shop, and now you're asking me for all this shit?
Well, there's also a bunch of rattlesnakes behind us, as you may have noticed.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, but by all means, ask me for some planks.
Okay, I am an ox. I will guard the door with my
No, ask me if I have any planks.
Do you have any planks?
Yeah, I do. I was just fucking with you.
We can't stay mad at you,
Clocketeer. You guys are all right. Even though you're done, I don't see another wagon with a grandfather clock. I think you done fucked this up right now, but I'm letting you in. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Thank you.
Hop on my back, and I will stampede into the clock.
The clock shop is 5 feet away, but everyone wants to make you feel liked and wanted, so they hop on your back as you go into the clock shop.
Okay.
Now you're in the clock shop, and there's lots of weird ticking clocks in there, like a lot. All you hear is ticks. Tick, tick, tick. And you also hear cats and snakes outside. It's a very creepy vibe.
That was too realistic. Thank you. Out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Bernie does a fake cat sound, and everyone looks at Bernie and goes, "Really?"
I realize that perhaps maybe I can discuss things further with the cats with my realistic cat sound.
Oh, snaps! All right.
I bet you've got charisma skills.
All right, so I'm gonna have you use your street cred. I'm gonna have you use your street cred and your influence, and I want you to roll.
But it's like Tom O'Malley's
there we go.
cred.
Time to finish off the hashtag Frontal Tragedy.
All right.
That's ominous.
All of a sudden, as you raise your hand and go, "I can talk to him," you start coughing. You start coughing.
Oh, another Pokemon reference.
And you start wheezing.
You lost me there.
Is there anything in your store that could have made someone sick? What do you have in here?
Well, I do have this wafting clock smell that tends to give some people dysentery. I don't know what it... Maybe I need to get my clocks checked.
Okay.
There's a weird mist coming off some of the clocks. It looks kind of like the mist in that maybe coughing or wheezing would spurt out in an episode of Pokemon. But you guys wouldn't get that because this is the 1800s, but it looks like that.
Does it appear to be a toxic or like a miasma?
What?
Like, is it nasty? Is it nasty?
Yeah, it's like kind of green. Like, right, this is not a well-kept shop. All of a sudden, you start... You ask the clocketeer, "Can I use the bathroom?" And he shows you up to the bathroom, and it's clear you have dysentery, Bernie. It's clear you have dysentery. And as you're in the bathroom, everyone kind of looks at the bathroom door and goes, "Wow, get a load of that!" And 2 of your street cred goes away.
Do you have any laudanum, sir?
Do I have any laudanum? Mm-hmm. I got clocks.
Just because I am pooping at an inordinate rate does not mean that I'm any less of who I am. I just had to say that because 2 of my street cred left. I just had to say that for myself.
Now, with my... I've been reading a lot of books lately, and I've been investigating them, and I had read up that we can actually use her excrement as a cover that we put it on our bodies so we can, it'll deter all the animals from even coming close to us because we'll smell so repulsive. And then, after that, I'll look into curing her so she won't die. It will suck for just a little bit, and I'm sorry, but honey, I don't want to be in this nasty-ass clock shop any longer than I already am.
I'm pooping so much I can't even hear you. Just do what you need.
It looks like we've got a good stock ripper and ready to go.
Yeah.
So, Doc Johnson, I would like you to roll a reasoning and medicine for taking. I'm not gonna explicitly say what you're doing here. I'm gonna say taking a negative and turning it into a positive.
Talk about a real shit show.
I gotta get a 9 or under.
You gotta get a 9. That's pretty good.
All right, get those cups ready, sweetheart. We're gonna be collecting them waterfalls. God damn it! I got an 8.
You get an 8.
We're putting that shit on our bodies.
You got an 8?
Wait,
oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. So you come out of the bathroom with a bucket, and people are going, "What is that?" And you go, "Don't even ask. Just slather."
Close your nose.
You guys start slathering this on.
I put on my poncho first.
Nice.
And just drape it over there, and I take some extra canvas, so it's not touching my skin.
Theodore bought a poncho in Independence, Missouri.
Oh, he did.
How's your gun treating you? Who's the silly one now for buying this poncho?
Us mighty ox, we don't care.
The poncho on the back, it says #trail for life. It's like,
can it just be like a big Afghan now?
Yes. Yes, and you wear that for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Is that a deal?
Yeah.
All right, I just wanted to put that out there.
Thank you.
Now, can I take a little bit of my whiskey and go ahead and feed it to her to cure her dysentery?
Heck yeah, you can! I love that!
All right.
Yay! I'm crossing out the whiskey ration, and all of a sudden, you drink that whiskey, and you go, "Damn, Skippy!" As you come out of the bathroom, and everyone looks at you and go, "Damn, Skippy!"
Now,
that's a
make sure you
cool
put
thing
your
to
own
say.
Damn, Skippy.
Do I get my street cred back?
Heck yeah, you do!
Thank you, Mr. Trail Master.
Well, don't thank me! Thank that crafty Doc Johnson.
Now, sweetheart, I know you don't want to be near your own excrement anytime soon, and I know you just went through hell, but we gotta rub that all over your tush.
Oh, Doc Johnson, as long as I'm near you, I don't care what I rub on my body.
All right.
So you guys all rub this all over your body, and the clocketeer starts rubbing it on. He's like, "Oh, I'm in on this shit. Literally, I'm in on this shit."
Clocketeer.
I love that his name's the Clocketeer. Theodore, thank you for that, because now the Clocketeer is one of the fucking heroes.
I really wish there's like this is like 18th, 80-something superhero who just has clockwork like Iron Man armor. It's always time for justice.
Oh my god.
Make it happen, Internet. Clocketeer.
Send small hands to saving the world.
He frees the slaves and he stops the Third Civil War.
Yes!
And what happens?
We need that now.
It comes on Fox at 8 p.m. Central.
Yes.
And it stars Mekhi Phifer as the Clocketeer. We're gonna have.
And you know who is what's the sidekick? You know who the sidekick is? The sidekick. The side.
She needs to be in everything.
The sidekick is Flavor Flav, and whenever he goes, "It's time for justice," Flavor Flav just goes, "Yeah, boy!" It's literally written.
This writes itself, Internet.
This
I
is
want to
great.
see fan art of this. Can I request that? I know this is my first stream, but I
great.
request fan fan art of the Clocketeer and Flava Flav.
This is great. This is a good dynamic duo.
Time.
Season 2.
In fact,
For justice.
in fact, the Clocketeer rips off his frontier coat, and there's a jumpsuit, a purple jumpsuit. And he goes, "This looks like a time for the Clocketeer."
Clocketeer, you have to save us from the cats and rattlesnakes.
Well, Doc saved all of us right now, and you guys all go out covered. And all of a sudden, it's like a
And then all of a
parting.
sudden, Rai shows up and squirts us all with water bottles because we're just...
Rai. We're getting crafty now.
No, Rai, because we got off the... It was because we got off the rails.
I like this music.
So then Rai comes... Do you remember Rai, Jim?
Oh yeah, he came with the squirt bottle. All right, fine, I'll put that in the store.
I'm so old now, apparently. I remember Rai.
Tell us a story about Rai.
Rai, tell us a story. Rai.
We want to hear the one about Rai.
Well, he always wore jorts.
Everyone looks intrigued. Before you leave the clock shop, a rousing story happens that gives you ultimate power. This was kind of a gamble that you guys were gonna leave, okay? But this rousing story is clearly starting to give you all power.
Story of the man in jorts. Ooh, the man in jorts
from the legends?
The very same.
I heard the rest of his pants walk the desert at night, and if you see them, you have to put them on.
I heard once you put them on, you can see visions of the spirit life that's happening around us.
I heard they keep him cool no matter what the weather is.
No matter what?
No matter what the weather.
Oh, happy day!
And we all wore jorts into Oregon.
All of a sudden, the Clocketeer runs into a closet and comes out with jorts. And puts them on his over his jumpsuit. It's kind of like a quail man looking thing going on with him. He looks super fucking cool. And he goes, "I forgot I had these!" And he gives you all jorts, and you leave, and like the parting of the Red Sea, all of the cats, all of the rattlesnakes just jump out of the way as you guys take your wagon across all. Ooh, nice sound effects. Some of them don't part the way. You run over some of them, they're fine. Hashtag no harming of animals in this episode of Oregon Trail RPG.
Regardless of what it sounds like,
you do run over some tails, though. You do run over some cat tails, and some rattler shaking goes on. But like that, see? But you guys are able to walk away, and you slowly plod along the trail as you get to the Blue River. So you guys have now made it to the Blue River. You get there pretty quickly because you have enough oxen, plus one more. Hi, Katrina.
And
if you do decide to help, if you don't, that's fine too. You can also just walk
I'm taking time. I'm kind of splitting my time in between like helping lead certain caravans and then telling tales of Jort swearing.
Well, it is rousing everyone right up right now, and you guys get to the Blue River. And you gotta decide what to do.
Is this still in Missouri?
The clock.
Blue River, is that still in Missouri? Or?
The Blue River, I believe, is still in Missouri.
Okay.
But you can fact check me on that.
Don't fact.
But I'm pretty sure. I know.
don't know.
I know. I know.
Roll for
I just
fact
want to know like how. Like,
Do you want to roll for fact
how
check?
far we've gone?
Yes.
I don't know.
What do I roll for fact check on Jim Stewart Allen?
All right. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna roll. Let's do an influence.
What?
And a street cred.
Okay.
Do it. Nice.
4.
Ooh. So where is the Blue River?
Yeah.
Where is it?
You tell us where it is.
I don't. Oh, it's we're not Idaho. We've made it to Idaho.
The Blue River is in fact in Idaho right now.
Okay.
Right now.
All of a sudden, the Blue River, you feel yourselves lifting up into Idaho, and now all of a sudden across the river you're like, how the fuck is that Fort Boise? I swear to God, we just started this trip. I'm seeing Fort Boise, says the clocketeer. What the diddly dang fuck is going on here? That is Fort Boise right over there. What the hell? Are you some kind of magician?
Speak for yourself, cocketeer.
Wait. Sorry, I heard something else.
Yeah, okay, you create a clocketeer.
I did, but I heard cocketeer.
That's what I assumed you heard. That's oh, we've all heard that at least once at some point.
This is the first time for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat.
I request fan fiction erotica of clocketeer to cocketeer. Now.
Whoa!
This is going crazy.
Since I am an educator and a teacher,
okay,
I look at a book.
You look at a book.
I look at the book and look at an almanac and a map and just see where rivers are. I don't say anything. It is what it is now. Okay.
Well, looks like Idaho to me.
All right, so
here we go.
It's clearly clocketeer is right. It's clearly Fort Boise, right?
We appear to be at the Liquid Lime Comedy Club.
Katrina has been on some gigs before in this area. So if Fort Boise wasn't enough of a hint that you were in Idaho, the Liquid Lounge in Boise, and all of a sudden I pop into the game and goes, oh yeah, and the famous Idaho Potato Bowl is played here too.
Yum, yum.
So you guys are at the Blue River, which is now in Idaho. Who would have thunk? And just like any river on the Oregon Trail, you have only 2 options because this is the Blue River. There's no ferry. So you can either caulk your wagon or you can ford the river. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, a character with a large bow tie and a bowler derby hat comes out and he goes, if that ain't the darndest thing, I always remember the Blue River was in Idaho. This is great. I would recommend that you ford this thing. Ain't no reason to waste time caulking your wagon. That's gonna take a few days. Just ford across, get to Fort Boise, have yourselves a little wing ding.
This stranger was trying to give up.
My name is Nick J. Tillman.
Nick J. Tillman, Theodore Ruxpin.
How you doing, friend?
Will you be my friend?
I sure will. I already decided I was your friend before I even shook your hand.
I accept.
Yay!
Do you like stories being read to you?
I do love stories being read to me.
Do I have some for you? But that's for later times. For right now,
why are you gonna tease me like that, Theodore?
Gotta keep you wanting more. Gotta keep you wanting more. I was gonna do general knowledge, but now I want to seduce him.
All right, I'm in.
It's writing itself.
I'm a cocketeer.
Well, someone's certainly going to have themselves a winged in. You know what I'm saying?
You mean sex. You mean having sex.
All right, so you're going to roll your general knowledge and your reasoning.
For seducing?
And reasoning?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 3.
Ooh, nice. All right. So Nick J. Tillman looks in and goes, I want one of your stories so bad right now.
What would you do for one of my stories?
I would give you this oversized bow tie for one of your stories.
Done. Oh, we gotta cross the river still.
Yes,
I'll attach the bow tie to the back of the...
Well, you gotta tell me a story first. I don't do the same thing I do in accepting friends. I accept friends before the handshake.
Are they gonna tell this story in private?
Once upon a time, when the earth was still young, there lived but one man. You know that man's name?
What?
Nick. And he was friends with all the animals, and he would talk to them, he'd tell them stories, play games. But one day, Nick realized something. Bears had other bears to play with. Squirrels had other squirrels to play with. Penguins had other penguins to play with. And Nick was all alone. So what he did, he took a little bit of his blood, put it in a bowl, and let it rest under a tree for 7 days and 8 nights. He started at night and ended on, and on that last night, a friend grew.
And with that...
Was that friend you?
It was. And I put my hand on his heart, and he put his hand on my heart. Get me across this fucking river. I whisper in his ear.
Beautiful story, Theodore.
Nick, it's more whiskey.
Nick J. Tillman looks at you like you're the best friend in the world, and you already know you're getting this bow tie. Like, as you're telling the story about the blood and the growing of the friend, he's like loosening it off of his body, and he's taking it off, and he gives it to you, and he goes, I don't know what I can do about this river, but I can certainly give you this magical, oversized bow tie.
Too bad we can't ride in a friendship.
We can only ride into something deeper.
I take the bow tie.
No, wait. Okay. All of a sudden, he goes, I'll be right back. Theo. He calls you Theo, so you're like, oh shit.
This is real.
T-Man.
What's happening?
He calls you Theo, and he goes off into the woods, into the deep woods of Boise, Idaho. And he comes out hauling this just Noah's Ark looking thing. Yes. And on the side, just in really cute lettering, it says friendship on it, but it's all like off center and stuff.
It's adorable. It's quite endearing.
Friendship and then parentheses like winky face.
Did he make that for you?
And all of a sudden,
Friendship plus.
in the game of Oregon Trail, this is unknown to you guys now, but in the game of Oregon Trail in the computer game, at the Big Blue River, this is like the butterfly effect right now, your story. The Big Blue River all of a sudden hatches an option button for a ferry. That's Nick.
I click it.
You're the first.
Yes.
The Blue River now has the ferry option because of your beautiful story.
Is that beautiful man?
You
And
love
your beautiful words.
Stop.
You've got
That
me
big,
speaking.
beautiful bow tie.
I put on the bow tie immediately. I'm about this fucking bow tie.
Always remember.
And he gets out another bow. He just has a stash of bow ties.
Okay.
I feel like we should invite him though. I mean, he's stuck on the. Yo, Tillman, you want to come with us or?
Heck yeah, I'll come with you. I mean, it's my friendship.
You did us a wonderful favor, and we'd love to have you. Come on.
Has anyone checked the weight limit? Everything we have in the
there's
bag.
no weight limit on the friendship. And he's saying this as he opens up this big ass like drawbridge type thing.
I take out my notebook and I write notes.
Summons.
Science.
Summons.
Is there already a crew working the ship?
There's
In the woods? This was all in the woods of Boise, Idaho?
There's a whole crew of people, and they're going, Heidi, 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 ho, Heidi, Heidi, ho. Oh. They're beautiful. And they're all in bow ties.
Yes.
They all have bow ties on.
Shirtless?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they're shirtless.
Pleasing to the eye?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Everything about this is great.
Hey, Tillman, why not bring all your friends with you?
Can they carry us?
More the merrier.
They can carry our
Tillman looks back at Katrina kind of sad and goes, are you just using me for my fine crew members?
Are you just using me for my oxen strength?
I'm not
that's
using
what I thought. Exactly. So you can play this game, Tillman. Come on.
Sweetheart.
And he just starts shaking his head slowly and goes, get off my friendship.
Wait. No, see, here's the thing.
Before you explain.
I'm an ox. I can walk.
I need that
Before
too.
you
What
explain,
about us?
I need you to roll. Let's see. I'm gonna do a reasoning. I'm gonna do a reasoning and wait. How are you gonna try to convince me? Wait. What are these reasoning skills down here?
It's lonely on this long trail. See.
So is this academics?
There's a lot of us. This would 100% be general knowledge. I'm thinking in my head here. We all need somebody. We can't be alone, and that's a long trail ahead of us, and those are some mighty fine men, and I have nothing against you and him and that beautiful love, but we, the other people, we can't just watch you guys have beautiful love. We need some too.
Roll your dice.
I got a 5.
Nick J. Tillman looks at you and goes, very well then. Get back into my friendship! Then there's a group hug.
This entire time, I didn't hear this part of the conversation, but I'm just dancing, just like...
So jingling.
I'm very jingly.
Roll. I want you to roll for that. That's a music and a creativity.
Okay. Oh, that is a 4.
It's a 4?
Yeah.
As you're dancing, all the crew members in bow ties and no shirts on with 6-packs start dancing with you.
And I take off my shirt to reveal my 6-pack. and like a huge scar from like a bear. It looks like a bear claw scar.
Hashtag override, hold on to your hats, y'all, cause you're not gonna believe what's coming this way. It's a school of brown dolphins. Yes, that's right, dolphins that swim through solid earth. And they are extremely sarcastic to those who don't give them fish.
Alright! Holy shit, guys! As you enter the friendship, both literally and figuratively, as you enter into Nick J. Tillman's friendship and feel safe as many 6-pack bow-tied men are dancing, all of a sudden you hear from the bottom of the boat, you hear thumping coming. Lots of thumping, and all of a sudden, one breaks through, and it is a land dolphin that can break through land and comes in, and everyone's shocked and appalled at this. And Nick J. Tillman, not quite as shocked, looks and goes, "Damn land dolphins! Entering my friendship without my permission!" You got to figure out what to do about all these land dolphins right now. Yes, thank you for raising your hand.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Can you paint me a mental picture from my theater of the mind's eye of what these land dolphins look like? Is this like a street shark sort of thing?
Do they also have six packs? Is what you're asking? Do they also have six packs?
One had rollerblades.
All of a sudden, you're dancing, and all of a sudden the theme song to Street Sharks. Street Sharks!
They're awesome. They fight.
And no, it's so crazy. The scene is so crazy that everyone kind of looks past the fact that these aren't sharks, they're dolphins. But Street Sharks is clearly.
Do they have six packs though?
Oh, definitely. Oh yeah, these look like street sharks.
Cool like basketball shorts.
Yes, and that. And
which one of the street sharks had jorts?
All of them do in this scenario.
Do you aren't we wearing jorts still too?
Everyone's wearing jorts.
So maybe when they see our jorts, they're gonna be like, "You're cool," and they'll stop.
Oh wait, is this the? Oh, I thought.
Who has like? Does anyone have like influence?
Wait.
Half shark, half man, all stalls.
Yes!
You can only play 30 seconds or Viacom will sue us.
Not again.
I love that there's a guy's job out there that is to go, you can't play Street Sharks, okay? That's copyrighted shit.
Sales very seriously. We wouldn't want to lose out on that.
And the job doesn't cover just Street Sharks. There's also Cowboys of Mesa, Biker Mice from Mars. Like, he has to watch for all those. Just those three. Street Sharks, Cowboys of Mesa.
I'm the, what do you do for a living? I'm the Street Shark / Biker Marks from Mars.
Biker Marks from Mars.
I'm the Street Sharks personal trainer.
Mark Ruffalo, Marky Mark, and Mark Twain.
This is really cool.
Those are the three marks I know.
Try my pictures.
Three marks I know, so we're going with it.
So what about your street cred? So you're wearing jorts.
Oh,
you're wearing jorts.
You're pretty street cred.
You got street cred and jorts. Maybe try like hanging 10 or something.
They'll see you and they stop in their tracks.
You know what dolphins love?
Tell me. Ox.
What do dolphins?
Cheeseburger in paradise. The song. Cheeseburger in paradise.
All right.
We don't have any fish, so we need to come up with a different solution to this.
I have an idea. Should I roll first or should I say it?
What's your idea? Then I'll let you roll.
I convinced them that just down the Blue River, we know a spot where there is an infinite amount of fish. And since they have jumped up and created a hole in the bottom of our friendship, they must ride us, the ship, to this spot. And I must convince them that I'm not totally full of shit.
Wait.
Although I am still covered in it, I assume.
We're on a wagon, on a ship, on a dolphin?
Yeah. Why, yes, sir.
That's where this stream is taking us.
Trail.
But if they're land dolphins, can they swim? Is that okay?
Well, they
can. They can do
like
both?
they came up through the river, right? So they can swim and land.
Okay, this makes.
You know what? Let's just side note right now. You come on to watch an Oregon Trail stream, you might end up getting in a debate about can land sharks swim in the water. We don't know, but the dice do.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna let you gamble on this one. This is indeed
a gamble.
Bernie.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
5. I got a 5.
You got a 5?
I got a 5, JSA.
Oh shit. So you go, may the odds be in your favor.
Viacom here. I heard that all, but instead of suing you all into last millennium, which though we kinda are, I'm giving one of you a hashtag real tragedy.
Viacom, we're sorry, alright?
Viacom has just caught wind of these heinous copyright infringements and decides, let's see
Street Sharks, we got Jimmy Buffett. What are we doing next? Like, we're really messing up right now.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and I'm home, bro.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
I said
onions and ketchup, that's all nice. I'm pretty sure Viacom.
butt drinks. Boys in the back order butt drinks. Yeah?
Butt drinks.
Yeah. Instead of both.
all of a sudden,
Oh, shit.
all of a sudden, a lawyer with a briefcase comes on the friendship
Shirtless?
and goes, nope, he has a full-on suit right now. He's like, I gotta look professional because I am a lawyer from Viacom, okay? I can't be walking around with bow ties and no shirts on. What do I look like? Someone on Nick J. Tillman's Friendship? And then looks around at everyone, and all his like workers look back and go, this fucking guy. So, Bernie, unfortunately, as you go, may the odds be in your favor. Bernadette, Beauregard, BB, Bernie, whatever you go by, I rolled a 1, and that means you get a trail tragedy. So,
Lay it on me, Jim Stewart Allen. Lay it on me. I will receive the tragedy.
The Viacom lawyer gets out a syringe from his briefcase. This is a shiesty ass lawyer.
Give it.
I hand Theodore my weapon.
Your pistol. And I aim at the lawyer and shoot the lawyer.
Oh shit,
No one fucks up our friendship.
No one fucks up our friendship.
Theodore, wait, do you even have gun skills?
No.
How are you gonna do this then?
Poorly.
Okay, I knifed the lawyer. I have knife skills.
Everyone save Bernie.
All right.
I cut him like a fish and then say, hey, speaking of fish, let's go.
Speaking of fish, let's get you moving so we can finally do something else.
Bait and tackle.
I'm gonna be
Ready to get
honest.
some fish.
All right, I
Way more
like
scared
this.
of dolphins than humans. Will you refill my water bottle? Really?
Can you bring some whiskey back? Yes.
Okay, well.
Go-go juice. Don't show the label.
Wait, who? Let's see.
The lawyer was knifed and gunned at the same time.
This is pretty brutal.
I mean,
So was the Oregon Trail.
This is a pretty brutal.
So was the Oregon Trail.
Will I ever get to add anything productive to this? Please, I am not
meanwhile, while
that
everybody's
shit.
doing their thing, I start dicing up the body for bait and tackle. With my scalpel.
Wait, we have to do knife skills first.
Well, but like so while like I'm like playing with fate right now, we still do have the dolphin issue to worry about after I maybe successfully kill this dude. So important work is being done.
I'm sharpening my scalpel, ready to go. Just
Very
very him
important work
down
is
like a
being
cannibal, ready to dice him up into tiny little pieces.
All right, so roll for knife skills first. This got
a skill
fucking
and
intense.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I bet this lawyer has the clock.
I got a 5. 5? I don't know what that means.
Oh, that means that you get your knife out of, and right as this lawyer for Viacom is about to plunge his syringe of cholera in. I know, it's kind of brutal. This is all kind of brutal right now.
Is Viacom run by the Oxen Mafia?
Viacom is indeed run by the Oxen Mafia.
That's not true. I don't know how I would know that it's not true.
Viacom and the Oxen Mafia?
No, I read it was on Reddit, I guess. That's not true. That's the only way I could know. Because I don't know anything about the Oxen Mafia, but it's not true at all. Anyway, so what happens? after.
So you got. Wait, no, we're getting to that part, right? So what are you gonna roll for this now? So you've.
Wait, what? No, it's just me. I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you stabbed the lawyer.
Yeah.
Who is?
I got it in this one.
Yeah. Who? Thank you. Who? The Viacom lawyer, who's totally not related at all to the Oxen Mafia, even though that after you got him, there is a tattoo of the Oxen Mafia. It says there's a tattoo that says hashtag I'm not the Oxen Mafia. It says so on Reddit. It's kind of suspicious.
Yeah, no, that's what I was. I mean, he was only saying the same thing I said.
So now you're gonna do your roll.
Yeah, so I need
So you wanna go fishing now for this?
Yes.
This is gnarly fishing.
This is I'm gonna use my awesome skills in medicine and doctoring and cutting up bodies and putting parts where.
You know what? I'm gonna accept it. I'm going to accept it.
Yes, I'm a doctor and I know how to cut me up a body very well.
All right.
So I'm gonna dice him up,
And these
get him
doctors
ready.
practice
Does
on
anyone
fish.
have any buckets? Because I need to start putting
Surely Tillman's got some buckets.
All right, so let's roll for reasoning right now. Let's roll a 9. You have to get a 9 or lower.
All right. All right. Can we get some hot men over here to carry these buckets? All right, I got a 4. Come here.
You got a 4. So all of a sudden, the hot men line up with bow ties and start schlepping these. They start getting them ready for fishing, right? Schlep. I just like the word schlepping. Yeah, it's great. It's a good word.
Is it a word?
What, a schlepping?
Yes, it is.
I think so. I think it is. I'm going to use it as a word right now.
means
I'm just sitting there admiring them, watching their muscles flex around.
Theodore busts out his. Is that a dictionary?
It is.
It is. So in the 1800s, schlep means to poop, and Nick J. Tillman says, I'm going to stop using schlep as in to carry, because it's clearly
You are my friend, and I don't judge.
Aww! They embrace as all these hot bow-tied men carry up all of the entrails to the top. Nope. Nope. Wait, what's going on here? Oh shit, there's signage going on.
No, it's just for me in chat. You continue.
Gotcha. All right, so they carry all of these buckets up, and you guys start catching fish after fish. These fish love Viacom lawyers. It's very weird. They don't go for, they're very picky fish, but they go for Viacom lawyers. And so you get fish by the bucket. And you're able to feed these street dolphins with all the fish you catch. So good job with that.
Well, the
guys.
lawyer wasn't a friend, but I guess at the end he was a chum.
Everyone
doesn't mean a poop. You're using it the right way.
Hey, this is make believe.
This is me. Oh.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We're all teaching each other. I like this.
Aww.
And hopefully you're learning something at home too. Good night.
Yay. So, you start feeding these land/dolphins, and as they're being fed, they're continuously plugging up they're going under, they're plugging up the holes. They're actually becoming a motor for this friendship, right? So they're going up and down, and they're kind of circling around. It's pretty beautiful, actually.
Great game.
Yeah, isn't it?
We're watching it. I embraced one of those like very gorgeous men, and he just puts his arm around me and pulls me close, and then we watch the dolphins together.
Aww. There's a cute little moment with that going on.
It's totally sunset, right?
Yes.
It's totally sunset.
Well, there's a sunset going.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim.
Yes.
While we're going, can there be a card game going on that I'm slowly accumulating money with?
Yes, absolutely. Roll your gambling.
God, are you gonna get cholera? Like if you lose this game, that was your suggestion.
No, it's a 9 total. It's 6.
Oh, never mind. There's
It's a
no
9?
yeah.
Wait, it's a 9?
It's
okay.
a 9.
All right, so, wait. Oh, wow. So you decide to bust out some $1.12 playing cards as found in Independence, Missouri under the miscellaneous section. You start gambling with some of these bow-tied men.
I lose money, don't I?
They are dreamy,
Yeah.
but not so dreamy that they can't win to you in some gambling. And all of a sudden, as these dolphins are just carrying you guys to the next bank of the Blue River, which is in Idaho, you just start making a bunch of money. Some would say maybe grandfather clock money. Which is, how much is a grandfather clock?
Oh gosh, they're even expensive now.
They're gonna be real expensive at Fort Boise, but you start stockpiling money.
Ooh, yeah.
What?
Oh, he made a joke and I laughed.
Why did I like that so much? I just like that we're having.
Street cred. I'm trying.
Is the sun still going? How much longer till daylight's over?
Until daylight's over, until it starts back up again.
As land sharks are carrying a friendship through water, Theodore weirdly asks, when does the sun go down and we get to and everyone goes, really? And points to everything going on. But Nick J. Tillman, who is a lovely friend of yours, goes, oh, we'll get there by dusk. Don't you worry, friend.
Anytime, friend. I must retire. I'm tired now. Oh, better go. And I pick up my suitcase full of books, my Afghan, and for some reason I just got a bunch of chains and shackles that I take with me whenever I go to bed.
All right, so everyone looks at him kind of weird, like, what's up with him?
I turn back and do this because I feel like everyone's weird. Like, I don't want to cut the tension.
And they go, that's just Theo. And Nick Tillman goes, that's Theo.
You got us again.
Oh, Theo.
Nick J. Tillman says, that's Theo, but it's kind of weird because he's only known you for like a day, and it's like, you don't know that he does that.
I think we have like a Cloud Atlas thing going on. Where he's Tom Hanks. That's the only thing.
Tom Hanks is Nick J. Tillman. That's beautiful.
Aww.
So you retire to your bed with your shackles and your coinage, whatever you have. People are a little weird about it, but they let you do that. And the dolphins slowly get you to the other end of the bank. And you guys, it's dark by the time it gets you there. And you guys decide to stay the night on his friend's ship.
Oh, what a great idea. It sounds like
that was a weird thing to say, but I kind of like it. Spending the night on the friendship. Does anything happen during this night with you, dear Theo?
Yes.
I'm pacing relentlessly. While I'm somewhat human, I'm also quite an animal, and something does not feel right. Something in the air is different. I'm just pacing in circles, that weird, like,
what I do
thing animals do.
Is I out of the suitcase of my books, the hardcover to the books pop off, and they assemble together, and they form like a human-sized coffin with a door. And I set the chains down, and I built the coffin around it, and then I put the coffin, the top of it with the chains on it, and I do this and roll around in it, so the chains keep the coffin chained up. And I do a little hibernation action.
What does he roll for that action that he just did, by the way? What skills go into him successfully
Theodore, I'm gonna do a creativity.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
What if those chains are a little loose?
Oh no.
It's like that was a lot of rolling.
Oh wait,
and
no, I'm gonna
and
do an
rapping
influence. And I'm gonna do a performance. This is a performance piece kind of right now. By the way, everything he explained that just happened, historically accurate. By the way, this did happen on the Oregon Trail. What did you roll?
5.
A 5.
Yeah.
Nice, so it all works.
Oh, this is my first rodeo.
I go down to go to the teacher, Theodore, and I want him to count my money for me because I'm not so good with numbers. So I knock on the door and I open it up.
Okay.
I'm just doing this.
All right, so let's see. Do you want to? So you don't open the door then?
No, she opened the door.
She opened the door.
Opened the door. Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's locked. So
oh, it's locked.
Bernadette, I need you to roll. Let's do a fitness and a finesse. I want you to finesse your way in right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
8.
An 8. So you go to your wagon. You go to the wagon in the friendship, and you pull out a 3-pound slab of lard. And start
what have you
rubbing
done? What have
lard
you
all
done,
over
Bernie?
yourself. Some of these
Bernie.
bow-tied, muscled men look and go, ooh, I do like lard.
That's sometimes
this friendship maybe just became a friends with benefits ship. I don't know what's going on here, but you're.
We got some health care. We got the medication. Full coverage.
So, and you have all this lard on you, and you try to squeeze your way in, and it doesn't work. So now you're just kind of awkwardly standing outside with a bunch of lard on. Yeah, what?
Wait, so
she tried to finesse her way into the door, and it didn't work.
you try to like slide on your
Yes, exactly.
Now she's paralyzed with like awkward, just feelings. Lord, like
I turn to the gentleman as my feet are caught underneath the door, and I turn and I say, "Gentlemen, it seems that I have wriggled myself into a conundrum. I would acquire some assistance from the mighty and willing, able hands of you gentlemen."
All right, I'm gonna have you roll. Ooh, let's do. You know what? Let's do a street cred influence.
Why can't they be the ones that like actually are like, well, are we gonna be good people this time?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have the NPCs of the hot bow-tied men. I'm gonna have them
breaking boundaries now.
I know.
Sweet Bernie been through enough as is.
Hashtag suffragette. Hashtag early feminism. Hashtag.
Beautiful. And you know what? Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll for them because you say those, and these bow-tied men are like, yeah, you know. That's a good point. We should probably
Let's do better.
Women should vote in a few more years, and so they're from the 1800s. So they.
It's good enough for me.
They
Get me out of the store.
They. Oh, do you want to go in or get pulled out?
Push me in.
Push me in. So. You just start singing, push me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. And so they push you in. And so now you're in the door.
I'm pretty sure my mom is watching right now. I'm very...
And all of a sudden, you're inside.
Giving you my
And you get in the door and you just start kissing air because you're so happy that you have made it inside this room.
Did you leave the money outside?
Oh yeah.
And
so all the
all of a sudden, you see in this room, you see a big bin. First off, what are you even in right now? You found a book.
It's my bookcase that I make from the hard covers of the books that I have.
Okay.
And I made it into a sleeping space for me to hibernate.
Okay.
Like IKEA furniture. Like it's like storage.
Yeah, and it's collapsible.
And all in once. Yeah.
But you see like the giver on the side and like Yeller, her lovely bones, I guess. Another book that's on there.
That's not about dogs.
It's a bookcase full of childhood treasures.
Dogs like bones.
Okay, that's what you call it.
So, Bernadette comes in and she sees Theo in a weird state. But not only does she notice, this is interesting, this is something you just notice, not only is this a very weird coffin that's been put together, but it looks awful like it could be used as a casing for a grandfather clock.
Aren't all coffins just casings for grandfathers?
There's a bumper sticker. There's a bumper sticker that says, aren't all coffins just casings for grandfather clocks?
Looks like
And so
we got a regular
that's how you find out this idea. Like, oh, this coffin could be a casing for a grandfather clock.
So, and the money I have stuffed into my brassiere. Just to connect that dot. I walk over and I can't quite read it, so I try to wipe off some dust, but I just get lard and shit on it. And it's really, I assume we're still covered in dysentery.
Oh, you're covered in everything.
All right. I remember from the early days when I was read stories back in school.
Oh shit!
And I remember that in the evening times, from the books and the stories that I read, some creature might be in here. So out of a fit of girlish curiosity and youthful energy, I knock.
You know what happens?
Hello.
So she says hello very gracefully.
Do I smell her?
Yeah, you're very aware right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess I gotta try to break out.
All right, let's see if you do that. Roll a fitness.
Whose fitness?
Your fitness.
Awesome. Cool.
Which is a 1.
Yes, it is.
And you're gonna roll. Oh, let's see. You don't even have. Oh God. You're gonna roll your fitness and performance skills. Yeah. That's what
this
you're
is
gonna
all
do.
a ruse. Oh, that's a 7. Yes.
It's a 7. Well.
No, my performance still has a +1, doesn't it?
Does it? I think your general knowledge does.
General knowledge is +1, and music has +1, not performance.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you try to, and the grandfather clock casing / coffin jumps up and down. It's really scary, but you can't get out of it. I love that this music plays as you're jumping up and down, and it gets scary. This song starts playing, which is the song that plays in the western small towns. By the way, if you're playing Oregon Trail 2. I love this song. Oh my God.
Oh, Suzanne from Oregon.
Oh, it's great. It's great. Oregon Trail 2, yeah, Dry Diggins, if you go to Dry Diggins. So, all of a sudden, this music plays.
Viacom.
And, oh my gosh, you know what? You know what, Theodore?
What's up?
I want you to roll your music. I'm gonna give you another chance. I'm gonna, because this song just played.
I have awareness.
So the box starts jumping. The box starts jumping to the beat.
Yes.
What did you roll?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the box starts jumping. Let's see. Wait. 3 and. Yeah, the box starts jumping to the beat, and not even the power of Oh Susanna can get you out of this. You are stuck good in this box right now.
You know what? Theodore does well.
And in this moment, after I've been pacing around in circles outside of the wagons, so nervous, I feel a sense of calm come over me.
Ooh.
And, I've been like nervously, I felt something in the air, but suddenly it seems like everything is well, and I'm so pleased, and I'm so happy, and I hoove into the peat moss below. And I look up to the sky, and I shout, #overdrive.
Oh shit! It's the overdrive! And an air horn goes. No, Nick J. Tillman does an air horn behind you because he senses what's coming.
And suddenly I summon a huge herd of tauros. I don't know what the plural is. We're going tauros, and just tauros?
Yeah, all Pokemon, their name are inherently plural too.
All right, so got a big old giant herd comes rushing forward.
All right.
And I am saying overdrive to them in Oxen language, which we share like a similar.
Sure. Everyone knows that Tauros
same family of languages.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It's the dialect is a bit different, but it's enough for them to understand to strap themselves up to those wagons. And we all just take off, and we're moving those wagons so fast that we burst into sunlight, dare I say, about 30 miles or so.
30 miles an hour?
Like 30 miles outside of Oregon.
Oh,
or wherever we're going. I don't know if it's like California,
all right,
something.
So we've got.
But also, it's like, and daybreak is there. Like we Superman, like, reverse the planet, but forward and just by a couple of hours, so that so there are no more monsters. I love that letter. We just whatever, no monsters. So a herd, all of a sudden, a herd of Tauros comes along, and you know what? I'm gonna say that they're so strong that they pick up the entire fucking friendship. They pick up the whole friendship. The dolphins stay up. Nick Tillman, they're about to leave, and Nick Tillman's like, "No, you guys fucking stay. You're one of us now!" Yay! So the dolphins are on there. Ding now.
So all of a sudden, you guys are now 30 miles away from Oregon. You're on Laurel Hill, which is past the Barlow Toll Road. If you guys know the game, you can either raft down the Columbia, or you can take the Barlow Toll Road. You guys,
or you can ride Pokemon,
or you can ride a group of Tauros on a friendship. There's a lot of different ways to get to Oregon. Hey, those are a few.
History's amazing. Read a book.
Yeah, heck yeah. You might learn that Pokemon helped get pioneers there on Nick J.
You weren't there. You don't know.
Yeah, we can prove that
it didn't happen.
This is beautiful. So, you guys get there.
Elementary school. It's pretty much the same thing.
You guys get to Laurel Hill, and you realize we're almost in Oregon, but dude, we need to figure out this grandfather clock right now.
Oh yeah, I'm really sorry about if my whole I got a little excited for a second there. I heard my buddies were in town. I called them up. I didn't even and I got real pumped, and I kind of forgot that we might have passed wherever the clock was.
It's all right because we still got the clocketeer really with us, don't we?
The clocketeer.
Any leads?
The clocketeer.
You have to pick something up by now.
Comes into the room, into this room, and he goes
without lard and diarrhea on him. He just doesn't have to slide through
he's
unlocks it.
What if he at least walks in and then does a fun pratfall situation because there's lard on the ground?
He looks
kind of have a whoa,
He looks at Bernadette and goes, "You could have just asked me. You didn't have to put all this lard on you." and looks at you awkwardly.
Well,
but in a way that also is in respect that you did this to get into this room.
Because he's also like kind of from the future, so like he thinks that you were pulling like a Parent Trap remake, like full like elaborate prank thing on him.
And all I feel is
really
just the warm validation.
I bet that went his whistle.
So he looks very seriously at you, Theo.
Oh.
And he goes, "Are you willing to sacrifice yourself for the greater part of the good?"
You take out your contacts for it?
No, you need to put those in.
Look at me in my real eyes.
If I may speak plainly, you might not have realized that I'm not from around here. And I had to leave where I was from because I felt like I've done more harm than good. But if now is a chance for redemption, a chance for me to do something worthwhile, then I'll take it.
I know you read a lot of books, right?
Every book ever written. Have you ever read of them?
Have you ever read Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel?
Have I read Mike Mulligan and the Steam Shovel? What am I rolling?
Let's see.
General knowledge.
General knowledge, yeah.
All right. Boom. That's a 6. Booyah.
All right, you have?
Yes.
So you know what happens at the end, right?
Yeah, everyone does.
Everyone does? Well, I'll explain to those who don't.
Yeah.
Explain.
Ball bags.
Mike Mulligan's magic steam shovel digs herself into a hole. Digs a hole so well.
Oh my god! I remember. Oh my god!
She can't get out.
I know this book. I know.
And they gotta figure some shit out. So his magic steam shovel, Marianne, then becomes the furnace for the new town hall that she has dug the foundation for.
Starring Shia LaBeouf.
What I'm asking you right now.
Digging out of them holes. Digging up them holes.
What I'm asking you right now.
What a great.
Is I can make you into a grandfather clock and put you in the new Willamette Valley Elementary School. You will serve as the timekeeper for the entire elementary school. You cannot leave the grandfather clock position, but you will be honored and respected as a civilized part of the Willamette Valley and its glorious school.
What if I throw in a little one-liner underneath that part of the contract? Just a little edit, just a little, a little pen down there that says, except for if there's a Beauty and the Beast situation that may happen in the Willamette Valley Elementary School, in which case you will become an anthropomorphic grandfather clock.
I can do that.
Sings and dances along the hallways.
You got me.
You will.
Is that cool? Can I add that to the chorus?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Hurry up.
So, the Clocketeer fashions you into a full-on grandfather clock that can move about from classroom to classroom, entertaining the kids and teaching them about the clock skills and the time-telling skills that they will need later on in life. Not only are you a teacher, you're a clock, and you are a beacon. You are a beacon for all that is prosperous in the Willamette Valley.
And not only that, you're their friend. And ours.
It turned out the grandfather clock ended up being the friendship we gained along the way.
The new school? The new school is built out of the friendship.
and screams and everything.
And I hear that if you go behind the school, in the back alley area where there's like a big dumpster-looking thing, you can find a Mew.
Absolutely.
If you move a truck.
You have to go back there. That was okay. Is that like a rumor that only happened in Maryland that you could find the Mew?
No, it was if you don't go.
Yeah, you were saying like if you go down to like the end of the docks, but it's like I was doing like
you have to surf off the docks of the SSN. And go
that's not what we heard.
Sounds like a story. Tell us the first story at the Willamette Elementary School.
As the classes file in for the new year, the grandfather clock, Theo the grandfather clock, that's your name. Theo the grandfather clock hops in to a classroom of third graders that are ready for a great story. You see Nick J. Tillman as the teacher, and he goes, he's good, he's good, he's good.
Wait, why did he? Oh wait, okay, we're not in the full-blown future, right? Like this.
No, this is still the friendship school. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like 12 weeks.
You get the final story. And it's the story of how you came to be a grandfather clock.
Well, does my voice change as a clock? Or is it still the
It
same
can
voice?
if you want. It's your grandfather clock body feel.
Yeah.
But like in Beauty and the Beast, like the actors who play the servants that like then turn into like the like furniture or whatever, and then and vice versa, they're all same voice actors. So
the same voices.
Same voice actors. So
okay. Hello, children.
Wait, was that? Oh, sorry.
I forgot
what Theo sounded like.
Me too. He'll
sound like Giles. Like Giles. He sound like Giles. Yeah.
Oh, good morning, children. You can tell it's morning because one hand's pointed to the 8. The longer hand's pointed to the 3. You've had your early morning breakfast. Now let's talk. A story, you say? Well, I guess, Ezra. Here's the story of how your school became not just a ship, but a friendship. And how I became a time master.
Not just your principal, but your principal.
Am I the principal too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely. You're everything. You're like the district manager. This is happening 4 years later from now.
Okay.
You're telling this story. You're just the district mascot. You're everything.
I would like to gift him a little book that I wrote with all the remedies that I had created on the road for the school nurse position because are we all teaching?
So much about science on that journey.
Well,
so much about
I teach etiquette and finance.
Excrement.
Yes.
a long time ago, back where I'm from, which is very, very far away,
Cover yourself in
I was
sheet.
attacked by a bear. And that bear made me turn into a demon bear. I slaughtered hundreds of people all across my trek here.
Okay.
My friends didn't know it, but they accept me anyway. And
yeah.
on the way from the East Coast heading here, I mowed down through these sediments that were just popping up, wiped them clean. It was quite a travesty.
I don't
Anyway,
think he told us that.
I ended up with a fine bunch of folk, and we traveled through Idaho, faced off against rattlesnakes and kitty cats, made friends with soil porpoises, and we learned something about ourselves. In fact, one of my friends was a doctor, and I looked through the book, and there's a cure for lycanthropy. And I take a moment, and a single tear sheds from my clock eye.
Maybe if you would ask.
That's all for today, children.
I asked him if he was human.
I walk out of the classroom into my office, and I look down at the city that's being built, and I look over, and there's a picture of all of us outside the friendship. And I go in my dresser, and I pull out a revolver. And I say, "No guns in school," and I throw it out the window.
Oh my god.
And the gun
Scared me.
slowly falls down, and it's like a slow motion frame of this gun falling down, and credits roll as everyone sees then. Oh my god! You scared the shit out of me, dude. I was like, "Fuck! How am I gonna end this?"
I thought you were gonna kill me because I didn't kill you.
I was like, I ended this so well, and you just threw a wrench right into my fucking.
I threw a gun.
Yeah, not a wrench.
And then a quick PSA, like, no guns in school. You know what you do if you find a gun in school? Throw it out the window.
And meanwhile,
Throw it out the window. The window. The second story window. High, low, low, high. Throw it out the window.
While all this is happening, we lobbied and we made it legal to marry all those hot, gorgeous men.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Welcome to the town of 100 dads.
And by that, we mean
That's where all the kids came from.
the rest of us settled in the state of Utah.
The two of you and 100 dads.
I'm just kidding. It's the other way around.
Alright, I think that completes it.
What a wonderful trail.
We did it. I didn't think,
Trail it was.
Sarah, I didn't think we were gonna get to Oregon. I was planning on doing a 100-mile chunk, and then just a random thing you said made the Blue River go to Idaho. I don't even remember how, but I remember you going, "It's in Idaho," and I was like, "Fuck, well, I gotta make it in Idaho."
You let her roll to fact check.
I know,
Check you, yeah.
and it worked. And I was like, "Well, now it's in Idaho."
Scarlet Witch to the game.
I thought I was gonna fact check, and then Mark or God was gonna say something like fact check, and then it's in Mississippi.
Yeah, I would hear the voice of just like, it's in Mississippi or Missouri.
Yeah, nice job, Mark.
Guys, that has been
say something. Oh, man.
Now we're in trouble. That's been Oregon Trail RPG. Thank you for all you new folks who came and decided to check this thing out. We really do appreciate it. Please keep supporting Hyper RPG. They're a wonderful channel. Very positive, wonderful, kind, caring community. I've never been a part of something like this, so it's really cool. So thank you guys for taking time out of your nights, your days, wherever you live, checking this weird thing out. This has kind of been a dream of mine for a while to run an Oregon Trail RPG. I'm an Oregon Trail streamer. I'm the premier Oregon Trail streamer. So this is really cool to do something Oregon Trail-y on a bigger platform. So thank you guys so much. Check me out. I do Oregon Trail streams every day. www.twitch.tv/Jim Stewart Allen. But more importantly, guys, keep supporting Hyper RPG because they're amazing, lovely people. And thank you for all the donations you guys sent tonight. Yes, absolutely. Because that helps support the channel. Because we have a big operation here. We got a studio in LA, a studio here, lots of people. So this really does help out. So thank you guys for supporting that. Should we enter? You guys can just say your names again and everything like that. And then I think we're on perfect timing right now. Yay!
Yes!
Yay!
I'll go first. My real name is Sara Geiger. You can find me on Instagram, Sara Geigster. I'm a local actress and improviser in Olympia, Washington. October 15th, the Olympia Improv Collective will be performing at the Olympia Family Theater. Come see our premiere of our fall show, The Midnight Zone. It's an improvised Twilight Zone. So come get spooked and laugh. Again, October 15th. That's me.
Hey, it's me, your boy Keith and Hope. You can find me on Twitter and on most online stuff as What Is Kiss? One word. You can also find me at Comedy Sports every second Saturday. You can see my show Cast of One. Or at the end of October, you can see weirder stuff. You like Stranger Things, you like it. If you like Twin Peaks, you'll like it too.
Sweet.
Hi, I'm Megan Hildreth. You can find me on Twitter @that's_cat. I'm also on Twitch. I'm a Twitch partner. I stream pretty much every day. Twitch.tv/thatscat. You can give me a variety cast. So.
Cool.
I'm Sally, and I am a stand-up comedian in Seattle, and also
Thank you.
Wait, I'm a stand-up comedian too? Thank you. I know I'm a hero.
Not your plug, JSA. Not your plug.
I'm a stand-up comedian, and I'm also a Twitch streamer. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Silly Jupiter, all one word. I mostly just stream World of Warcraft. And then I am part of a weekly Exalted campaign every Friday night on Geekspace TV at 6 p.m. PST. It's been going awesome. Please check it out. Got lots of cool pals doing our thing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
I forgot one more thing.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You can check out Death from Above Legacy. Fridays on HyperRPG. Yeah. Fridays at 6 o'clock. Check out Death from Above.
Yes.
Also check out Pencils and Parsecs. Also check out Masters of the Metaverse.
HyperRPG has. If you guys like Dungeons and Dragons role-playing games, check out all of this stuff that HyperRPG does. They do a really cool thing that not a lot of other people are doing. Not really anyone is doing. So DFA is a mech warrior show. Pencils and Parsecs is Star Wars. So check all of these things out, and we really appreciate having you guys on here. This has been, let's see. Oh, I get to announce the next show. I almost forgot. Oh my God. Mark, were you waiting for that? Were you like, announce the next thing?
Send me pics of your dad. Send me pictures of your dad.
All right. Next is Hyper Sketch on HyperRPG. So we are going to shoot you down to that. So check out Hyper Sketch. Other than that, thank you guys so much for supporting Oregon Trail RPG. We had a lot of fun. Yay! Thank you.
Call your mom.
Call your mom.
Call your mom.
Call your parents.
Send me pictures
Call your
of your
grown-ups.
dads.
We need more. Hi, Maggie. Hi, Christian. Hi,
Town of
Chrisody.
100 dads in this town. All of them.
It's on 100 dads.
in mine.
100dads.com. 100 dads.
100 dads. 100 dads dating
This is
dating
all
site
erotica.
just for dads. You want to meet a nice dad? Go to 100dads.com. Always have 100 dads on staff. That's right, they work
They'll
there.
always respond to your messages with JK.
We need to
I'm
get
all
at
about
least
Sal.
265 more so we can have a different one each day.
Hey, there you
Let's
go.
work on that.
This looks like
We need
a
funding
job
for more
for
dads.
next Oregon Trail live stream. The quest for 265 more dads.
The clocketeer comes out and goes, "This looks like a job for the clocketeer." And then Flava Flav jumps out and goes, "Yeah!"